A mischievous visitor. Peppa, be careful. Danny's dad brings Danny to Peppa's front door. Danny's dad asks Peppa's parents to look after Danny. Danny says goodbye to his dad and goes inside with Peppa's parents. Peppa and George are playing in the living room. Danny runs in and wants to play.
Peppa, let Danny play with you.
Hello, Peppa.
Hello, Danny.
Danny runs into Peppa's room and jumps on the bed. Peppa and George are left speechless. Danny's shoes make Peppa's bed dirty. And Peppa gets angry about it. Peppa and Danny both feel upset. Danny grabs Peppa's teddy and throws it away. Peppa and George get upset and gently push Danny. Danny throws himself on the floor and cries loudly. Just then, Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig rush in.
Peppa, don't bully your friend.
Danny smirks as Peppa and George get told off. Daddy Pig announces a family picnic and tells Peppa and George to tidy up their toys. Peppa and George get excited and promise to tidy up. Peppa and George have finished tidying up, but Danny runs over to Peppa and George. Danny knocks over the toy basket, spilling the toys onto the floor. Danny leads Daddy Pig and Mummy Pig to Peppa and George. Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig are very angry and say,
Peppa and George, you'll have to stay at home.
Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig get in the car with Danny and head to the picnic. Peppa and George stand sadly and watch. Daddy Pig's car speeds down the road, and they don't know that behind them, Peppa and George are playing in the living room. Peppa walks over, looking exhausted.
Do you know what you did wrong?
Peppa and George nod quietly.
We are sorry, Mommy and Daddy.
While Danny is away, Peppa hides a phone in the bushes to record. A moment later, Danny walks over. Danny grabs George's slice of pizza. Peppa and Danny tug at the slice of pizza. Seeing Peppa's parents coming, Danny pretends to fall and starts crying. Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig are shocked to see Peppa and Danny fighting. Daddy Pig is about to scold Peppa, but George points to the phone. The phone has recorded the truth.
Oh no!
Mummy and Daddy Pig watch the video and are shocked by the truth. Later that afternoon, Danny's mom waits at Peppa's front door. Danny trembles, thinking he's about to be told on.
Danny is a very good boy.
Danny gets emotional, then bursts into tears.
I'm sorry, Peppa's family.
Everyone looks at each other in surprise, then smiles together. The test received an F grade. Peppa and George stand outside holding F tests, look at each other nervously, then decide to hide them. Peppa and George drop the test papers into a hole. They grin, cover the hole with dirt, and happily run back into the house. Inside the house, to their surprise, Danny and Danny's mom are sitting and chatting. Danny shows off his A+ test.
Oh, Danny, you're so smart.
Yes.
Mom turns to Peppa and George and asks them,
Peppa and George, where are your test papers?
Peppa and George panic and shake their heads. They both say,
The teacher hasn't given them back yet.
Mom looks at the two siblings with a suspicious gaze. Sensing the tension, Danny and Danny's mom excuse themselves and leave. After seeing Danny and his mom off, Mom goes back inside. Mom is surprised to see the two of them cleaning the house to win her over. That only makes Mom even more suspicious. Mom checks both of their backpacks, but doesn't find anything, which makes her even more suspicious. Mom starts searching through every corner of the house.
Ooh.
Just then, Dad comes home from work.
Uh-oh. It's my private money. I was just...
I can't believe it.
Mom storms out into the garden. A corner of white paper sticks out from the dirt. She digs it up and finds to test papers. Furious, she marches back inside. The two siblings rush into the bathroom and climb into the washing machine to hide. Holding the test papers, Mom angrily searches through all the rooms for the two of them. Dad walks over and pats Mom on the shoulder.
Come on, we should comfort Peppa and George and encourage them.
If they had studied harder, it wouldn't have turned out like this.
As Mom and Dad argue, Peppa and George's voices suddenly come from behind Mom.
We're sorry, Mom and Dad. Please don't argue anymore.
Mom and Dad stop in surprise and look at the two children, who are standing there with guilty, regretful faces.
Actually, I was saving the money to surprise our whole family.
Oh. Mom apologizes for making the family upset.
The whole family hugs and laughs happily. Peppa, being a big sister is hard. It's a beautiful weekend day. Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig have just come back from the hospital. Peppa runs out happily to see them.
Hello!
Then she runs over and gives Daddy Pig a big hug.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Peppa, I've got a surprise for you. Look at that.
Uh-oh.
A baby?
Yes.
Peppa is now a big sister, and life is about to change. Peppa and George are playing with their toys in the bedroom. George looks very happy.
George, do you want to play dinosaurs?
Yay! No, Peppa, you'll hurt George.
Peppa feels sad and walks away. Another day, George suddenly starts crying loudly, and there's no one else in the house. Peppa rushes over to calm George. Mummy Pig runs in too and sees Peppa standing next to George.
Peppa, stay away from George.
Peppa tries to explain, but Mummy Pig and George up and walks away. George has grown bigger and can now play with Peppa.
Peppa, look at this.
Oh no! It looks like George has hurt his leg.
Peppa, why didn't you take care of George?
Peppa shakes her head to explain, but Mummy Pig turns away angrily. That afternoon, Mummy Pig sees dishes all over the kitchen. Mummy Pig walks over to Peppa and says,
Peppa, can you go and wash the dishes, please?
Daddy Pig has bought George a new toy, and they are sitting on the sofa, laughing together. That evening, Peppa decides to run away from home. Peppa takes her belongings, and her teddy too.
Goodbye, everyone.
Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig go to check if Peppa and George are asleep, but suddenly Peppa is nowhere to be seen. Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig panic and search everywhere for Peppa. At last, they find Peppa.
I hate George. You only love George now. You don't love me anymore.
Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig look at each other and suddenly remember.
No, Peppa, because George is still little. We need to love him and protect him. I'm sorry for making you sad, Peppa.
We will always love both you and George.
The whole family is happy again, and they all have a big hug. The switch test paper. In the classroom are Candy, Peppa, George, Susie, and Danny. Peppa holds her test paper within a grade and is extremely happy, while next to her, Danny is sad, holding a test paper with an F. Peppa packs her things, a ruler, pencils, and toys, getting ready to go home. Peppa hums while putting her things away. Danny glances at Peppa's test paper and then looks back at his own. Suddenly, Danny has an idea. As Peppa steps out the door, Danny intentionally pushes Candy, making her bump into Peppa. Peppa's backpack spills open.
I'm sorry.
Danny quietly swaps Peppa's paper with his F paper and hands the F paper to Peppa. Candy helps Peppa pick up her things. Peppa receives the paper and smiles gently.
Thank you.
Danny runs inside and hands the paper to his parents. Danny's parents are overjoyed. They pat his head proudly, and Danny's dad gives him a small reward. Peppa arriving home with the F paper. Peppa doesn't look at it and simply hands it to her parents. Her dad looks shocked and upset. He scolds Peppa. Peppa is surprised and then starts crying. Peppa's mom sighs and hugs her. Then she gently pushes Peppa's dad back to the dinner table. Danny's dad arrives with Danny. Danny's dad looks sad, and Danny looks embarrassed.
I'm sorry for bringing Danny here at this hour, but I found out that the test result was incorrect.
He explains that he used a magnifying glass and found Peppa's name on the test paper, which revealed that Danny had lied. Danny steps forward and holds out the paper to Peppa.
I'm sorry.
Peppa takes back her test paper and nods, forgiving Danny.
I can help you.
Peppa and Danny study together while both families smile happily.
Thank you, Peppa.
Please don't abandon Peppa, Mom and Dad. Peppa and George sat on the sofa, holding their 2F grade tests, feeling sad. The father and mother sat beside each other, their faces serious. Children, you need to focus more on your studies. The father thought that in order for both of them to focus on their studies, the messy playroom had to be cleaned up first.
Clean up the toys. It must be done right away.
Peppa and George sadly walked into the playroom. Peppa and George started cleaning up half-heartedly. After just a few seconds, they threw the broom and toy box aside and began to play. Peppa ran happily with the teddy bear. George saw this and immediately stopped cleaning, rushing to build a Lego house. Peppa tripped and accidentally stepped on George's Lego house, knocking it over.
I hate you. You are so mean. I feel the same way. I hate you too.
Mom walked into the room, saw the toys scattered everywhere, and the two siblings arguing.
Stop right now.
Ooh.
You children have really disappointed me.
Peppa and George saw their mother's sad expression and felt guilty, sitting huddled in the corner. Mom and Dad turned away and closed the door. Peppa and George sat in the corner, hugging each other. They both saw the broken teddy bear lying dirty in the corner. They looked at each other and imagined the scene where they were abandoned by their parents and became poor. They went outside, knocked on the door, and begged to be let in, apologizing to their parents. Mom opened the door, saying that they had realized their mistake. Mom and Dad smiled at each other and opened the door to let them in. The next day, Peppa and George came home with A's. Mom and Dad hugged them joyfully and kissed their cheeks. Peppa and George, be kind to each other. Inside Peppa's family home, George and Peppa are fighting over a big teddy bear. George tries to pull the bear hard. Peppa strains to hold onto it too, then shoves George, and he falls to the floor.
No! Peppa, you were wrong.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, Mom.
George stands up, giggles, and jumps around proudly. Peppa glares at George angrily. The conflict between the two siblings begins. Peppa and George are angry with each other and stop talking. Peppa thinks for a moment, then sneaks outside. Peppa runs to the shoe cabinet, secretly grabs George's favorite yellow shoe, gives a sly grin, and hides it away. George runs into the room, grabs a marker, and draws a mustache on Peppa's princess picture that's sitting on the art shelf.
George, you are so mean.
Mom walks into the living room and immediately hears the two of them arguing loudly.
That's enough. You're both at fault, and you'll both be punished.
No, that's not my fault.
Mom punishes them both by making them clean the house.
You look really funny. I'm sorry, Peppa. I'll let you play with the teddy bear for 1 hour. I'm sorry, George. Let's play together.
Mom walks by and sees the two of them hugging and laughing. She smiles with satisfaction.
Yes.
We have to hide George! Peppa's whole family is sitting together, watching TV. Peppa and George are eating ice cream, happily kicking their little feet. On the TV, there are images of a dangerous illness. Anyone who gets sick must be isolated and locked away. But Peppa and George don't pay attention. They keep playing together and having fun. Suddenly, George sneezes. Then he starts coughing loudly, again and again.
Oh no, George is sick.
We need to hide George.
George is taken into a room, and Daddy Pig locks the door. Suddenly, there is a loud knock on the door.
No!
Hello, I'm the doctor. I'm here to check everyone's health.
Uh-oh.
Peppa, open your mouth wide. Good job, Peppa.
Daddy Pig and Mummy Pig look worried. They are scared that George might be taken away and not come back. While the doctor is checking Peppa, Mummy Pig quietly sneaks away. Mummy Pig quietly carries George away, but Susie and Candy quickly stop her.
Don't worry. If George is sick, we should make sure the illness doesn't spread, and George will get better.
Oh. Oh, God.
Peppa's family stands behind the isolation glass, watching the doctor examine George.
George, tell me where you don't feel well.
I'm not sick. I don't feel tired.
Huh?
Dr. Danny looks carefully and sees some pollen on George's nose. This is probably what made George sneeze.
Okay.
The doctor smiles and tells Peppa's family that George is perfectly healthy. He just has a pollen allergy. Don't be sad. Peppa, today is Christmas. Peppa comes home from school happily, runs to the front of the house, spins around excitedly, and shows off her test with an A+. Behind her, George walks up with heavy steps, holding a test paper with an F he sighs, and looks at his test sadly. Peppa sits on the sofa, then notices George holding an F test and bursts out laughing.
Silly George.
Mom walks in, sees what's happening, and immediately goes over to hug George and comfort him. Peppa, you're being mean.
It's okay. Try harder next time, okay?
Peppa walks inside sadly and looks up, seeing the room beautifully decorated for Christmas. She looks down and notices the gift boxes under the Christmas tree when she spots George's present. She grabs it and runs off. Danny, Rebecca, and George walk into the room. When they see the presents, they cheer and start jumping and dancing. Everyone grabs the gift box with their picture on it and smiles happily. George searches everywhere and realizes he doesn't have a present. He immediately gets sad and starts crying. Dad, dressed as Santa Claus, walks in. He is surprised to see George crying.
Don't cry. You're a good child.
Peppa stands behind the wall and sees everyone having fun without her. She sniffles and cries softly. Peppa feels deeply sorry and extremely sad. Mom walks into the room and sees Peppa hiding behind the wall, crying hard. She immediately goes over to comfort her.
I'm sorry I made you sad.
I'm sorry.
Can you say that to George?
Okay. Woo!
Peppa gives the gift box back to George and says,
Huh? Wow! George, I'm sorry.
Yay!
It's okay, Peppa. Don't be sad today. It's Christmas.
The whole family happily enjoys a warm Christmas meal together.